Howdy, Majigity Howdens, folks. I'm your host, Mr. Septerstein, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime Episode 8. Right, gotta make sure it's episode. Make sure you're gonna get it all clean and awesome. Welcome to the geothermal core. In the last episode, we did a treasure hunt type of deal thing, sort of. Yeah, we basically just did that for all missile expansions and energy tanks that I'd missed up until this point. The second half of that will be continuing in this episode, but first, we stopped here at the geothermal core because there's something we need. So let's just swing and Indiana Jones our way over here. And once you deal with this, the music will change. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. It's just a really subtle thing. But what you're going to want to do, this is a really easy aspect of this room, is just basically spin all of these up to the top of the room. And same thing with this final one. Notice that there's a spider ball track on it. We're actually going to need to use that in a moment. And up. Cool. And now that's the easy section done. Make absolutely sure by this section you have a power bomb ready, okay? Because this is a complete nightmare to get to the end and realize you don't have a power bomb. So make absolutely sure you have one before you do this, okay? Because it's happened to me before. It actually, years ago when I was streaming, back on the Ustream days, back when I was streaming, I was doing this basically just to play through it myself on stream. And I got to this room and I didn't have a power bomb, and I spent God knows how long trying to get another one, and the game wouldn't give me one. I went to some of the spots that they actually give you power bombs and they wouldn't drop. And it was the most frustrating thing ever, and I spent at least 2 hours trying to get power bombs to do this section. So anyway, watch out for these things. If you get knocked off, it's a pain. It's a real pain. There you go. Cool. Now this one's a real psyche drop. Yo. Maintaining supreme degrees of focus right now. This part is so much easier on the trilogy version. Now be careful here because that can knock you off. I always get out of Morph Ball there for some reason, but whatever. Anyway, now that we've all done with that, but I knew I was gonna make that mistake. We just got the final beam, the plasma beam. We are now firing liquid plasma. We're gonna head our way to the Phendrana Drifts because we can, alright. So now, this is the most overpowered beam in the game. It is an absolute dream to use, honestly. But we're gonna go back this way. Now you might think, oh, well, Phendrana Drifts, the closest elevator is to the left there. We actually want to go through Phendrana Drifts from the front main area first, to make everything as quick and concise as we can. So we're heading over to the monitor station, which I will mention a couple of things when we get there, just so that you know we got them in the last episode before we went to the geothermal core. So don't take that elevator. That leads up to Talon Overworld. And you just jump through here because lol, whatever. Magmores are stupid, stum. Remember the ice beam? You can stop the flamethrowers if you want. I love that tidbit because I never use it. I know it exists, but I don't use it. I've never done that. Whatever. Anyway, we are right about in the thing. I'm going to test this baby out on the flying pirates that are here, because this beam is glorious. Except if you miss, in which case it isn't so glorious after that. And there you go. This thing can literally just like one-shot just about anything. So now at the top of this room, I got this in the last episode, so people who have seen that or have got them already will know, but come up to all the way to the top of there. There's a boost ball mechanism thing that you need to use to bring up a bridge, which you get up to across the thing, and then there's an artifact on a Chozo statue, and then right in front of the Chozo statue there's a place that you can power bomb. You get a power bomb, and then it takes you down, and then in the bridge that we passed there's an ice spreader in there which you want to power bomb it and make sure that you get that, and that's basically it. That's all we did. Yeah, mayonnaise is an instrument. Now, with our fangled beam of power and awesomeness, we're good. The very first thing you're going to want to do is come all the way over there. That made no grammatical sense whatsoever, but I don't care. I'm not an English major. Shoot this doohickey. Boop, and wait for it to melt, because it takes for fucking ever. Then get the missile expansion. Then shoot the Shiggoth, because boom, it's dead. It reminds me of Spyro. Alright, so when you jump up in here, get your power bomb out and shoot a missile to fame. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. You don't need to do that. You need to scan it with your illustrious scan beam visor power. And then morph ball your way into this hole. Get another missile expansion. Yeah, you succeeded. I should note by now that this begins the second half of the treasure hunt thing. So, this begins the second half of the treasure hunt thing. You should kind of understand where I'm going with this now. Whoa. I got blocked by something, man. I don't like getting blocked by things. Get out. Alright, so over here, giant statue with wings. It's beautiful. Shoot the thing in the mouth. That's not its mouth, it's its arms. But you want to melt the ice coming out of its mouth. Jump up on its hands and ask it to pray for you. Man, you're heavy. So in there is another artifact, in fact. It's art, in fact, which is not a reference at all to my previous episode, which is episode 10, Artifact of Sun, 74%. So we've taken out a significant chunk of chunks, getting through this. Oh my god, we've saved ourselves a lot of time with blunders like that, which is incredible. I know what I'm talking about. Alright, so now that you've done all that, here's one thing that I absolutely love about the space jump boots. We're going to want to go through here. Aha! I saved it. Don't worry about that. Come over here. Whoa. Sometimes you'll catch that where you'll actually turn into regular Samuts. Without much further ado, broken to yourself. Blow open that. Missile expansion. There's another one in here by way of spider ball track, which I will get. Ow! I will get out to you too, you shitbag. All right, get up here. See, the issue with the big Shiggoth is the fact that it can, like, shake the ground, which will throw you off, and sometimes literally make you fall off wherever you are. So, be mindful for that. Whoa, see? It nearly did that to me right there, which would have been disastrous! Now, there are drones in here, which if you haven't scanned them yet, I suggest you do. Am done. Remember, there used to be ice burrowers in here, but after you've gone to a certain point, they don't appear anymore. So they're a limited scan. Oh, look, Ma Shiggoths. Oh, look, Sheegoth Maw. I'm actually going to deal with this one because this is going to be a pain in my ass otherwise. One beam shot, and that's it. Make sure you also scan stalactites. I've told you about that before. And if you're passing through here for the first time and there are ice shriek bats up there, make sure you scan those too, because they ain't going to be there for much longer. And that's a power bomb expansion right there for you. When we make up this way out of this bitch, we head over to this bitch. We get in this bitch. We go faster than this bitch. I don't know why I'm saying this, but whatever. There are more space pirates in here, so be mindful wariness. There are 3 in here. Bam, Dunley Doodly done. You can use the spider ball track to get up to the top because you don't need to worry about that anymore. Alright? Yeah, alright. So, before we go in there, because that's where we actually need to go, I'm going to go over to Thardus' quarantine cave really quickly because there is an item in there. That I need to grab because I'm not going to go in there after this, so that's not my beam weapon I want to use. I want to use the wave beam. And there's a Mama Sheegoth. Don't worry about her. She won't hurt you. She probably will, but just don't, you know, just don't pay her any attention. Don't deal with it right now. It's fine. Don't worry. You'll survive. Baby, I will survive. Lol. Whatever. Alright. Let's take the Indiana Jones approach. Yes! Awesome. And I get the swinging part, but I miss the little tube thing. Don't trust me with sewing. Don't trust me with sewing. Don't trust me with sewing. Stop it! Okay, so now that you've done that, Mama Sheegoth is angry again. Move over here. Here it is. Come over here, because normally you could go up the way that the elevator is. You know which one, the one with the ice beam door. You could go there if you wanted, but I'm actually going to go another path to get another an artifact. Sorry. Dealing with those drones takes up a lot of thought processes. I had to Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, I don't want to deal with these guys again. Even though the plasma beam is the best weapon ever, I'm going to just come this way. Okay. So I'm going to cut this part out because this is literally just going through here, okay? You'll know exactly where we're going. We're going to the very top area of this place. Right? You'll know when we get there. So I'm going to cut this out until we get there. You should be able to get through here with little to no ease, because it's just going to be entirely combat for me all the way there. So I'd rather cut this out. So I'm going to be there in a moment before these guys stop destroying my... Oh, boy. When you get the super missiles, super missile that so you can get a missile expansion. Bam, bagged 2 in 1 shot. Damn it. Alright, welcome. This is where I want you to come. Over here, in the one with the panel here, there's a set of boxes here that you're going to want to blow up. And in doing that, somewhat okay, you need the plasma beam to melt that, and then you need to super missile that thing over there. Super missile that hoe, except don't miss like I missed. I don't understand how I could miss that. It's just the point. As the statue dances and then falls because it's a really bad dancer, it exposes a tiny hole in the floor. And that tiny hole in the floor leads you to an artifact. Oh my god, it's an artifact. Oh my god. Oh, what? Which one is it? It's Artifact of Elder. Wow, it fits with the voice I was just using. 79%. Okay. Now that we've done that, I'm going to continue onwards through here down to where we got the thermal visor. So I'm going to cut this extra section out until we get there. So I'll see you guys back in the next... Where we get... You know where we're going. You know where we're going. We're going this way. We're going down to the extra mountain. Ow. I pulled my hair. Now that we're in the place where we got the thermal visor, there's an ice beam door here, which we have now used, and we are safe. And there will be more flying pirates here. What? I always kill him before he reaches over the ridge. I don't understand. I hate precision weapons that are like that. It's just a pain in the buttocks, man. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here real quick because I think this is the way we want to go. Actually, no, hang on a second. I'm gonna jump all the way down into the water because I remember you can actually get through here now because you have the gravity suit. This is literally back the way we came. So, like, way long ago. So this is where you want to come and destroy all the gel zaps. Destroy all the gel zaps. Or fail miserably at it like me. And there's a sentry in here, which you can... oh, no, there isn't. Oh, it's over here. That's why. Sentry in here. You can avoid this one, actually. Most of the sentries you can't avoid because they lock the doors. That one doesn't. Shoot that big icy thing with your newfangled spangled plasma beam, and Indiana Jones your way to this expansion. Boop-de-doop-de-doop. You're done. All right, cool. Don't fall in the water again, because I did that once before and it ruined everything. What the hell are you doing? You look like that guy from Beast Machines. I just noticed that. All right, now that we have that dealt with and sorted, we're gonna go this way, around the right-hand side. I think this is the best path anyway. This part I always kind of get a little fuzzy with. Touch fuzzy, get dizzy. This part I always get a little bit fuzzy with, but it'll tell you where all the items are nonetheless. Whether it's an easier path to get around or not, it doesn't really matter. Whatever's the most comfortable for you that isn't going to confuse the crap out of you. So immediately deal with them because, as you can see, we need to go up. Way up. And if they're shooting rockets at you, it's going to be a pain in the buttocks. Right. So over here, there are some grapple beam spots that you have to adhere to. Cool. All right. Now that we've done that. Over here, there's a rock wall that you need to power bomb. So you need to actually make sure you have a power bomb here. And it will open a plasma door, which will give you an artifact. Oh my god, we're making such amazing progress. Holy crap. There. Our artifact of spirit. That's the spirit. 81%. We're going fine. Alright. Now there's a glider up here. Gliders are used for grapple beam points. And they're really cute when you use them because they like make little bird chirps like you saw, like you heard there. And this is the final power bomb expansion. I don't know why I jumped out of morph ball mode. There you go. That's the final power bomb expansion that we can get. Now you can go down to the bottom of, not the very bottom of here, but low enough. There's the door. And I'll get the final expansion that I can get in here before we continue on with our loaf. Actually, no, there's one final thing that I'm gonna get. before I end this episode. So this is going to be slightly extended probably, just because of the fact that the next thing that we're going to get is in line with where we want to go. So make your way over to this door here. And you want to grapple beam. I don't think that's actually far enough. Shh. You didn't see anything. Shut up. All right, so make sure the glider is over yonder before you wander. And then watch cartoons. And then, yeah. This is the final stalactite. If you've been following this playthrough so far, this is the final one. So make sure you scan it before you shoot it. Okay? Bam. There you go. Done. Now I just jump down and collect the final missile expansion in this place. Now the final thing that we're going to get on our way out is an energy tank. And allow me really quickly to just remember where that is, like where I'm supposed to go. Okay, I've remembered where I'm supposed to go. It's literally the door that I was just about to go through, but instead turned around and took the glider. Remember that that's a save station over there, if you really require it. But at this point, it's funny, I've done this entire project so far and I haven't saved once. I may later, but right now, don't really feel the need to. So now that we're in the frozen pike again, we just need to make our way to the very top. You can deal with the space pirates if you wish. Boom, dealt with. Boom, sucker. I'll never say that again. I probably will at some point. But not right now. Because right now, I need to worry about going through here. And then once we do that, bam, there you go. That's the final power-up that you need, that you can get in the entirety of the Phendrana Drifts area. And now that we're done with that, I can stop this episode. And we can go back to the Phazon mines. Fun shit. I'll see you guys back in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.